Huge win. Thanks, Pocket. Dude, I saw I got a buy and I was disappointed because I just wanted to play. Yeah. Well, I got a buy, and then I'm like, do I want to get more buys and just like I just don't feel like doing buys for the rest of the day. So, I mean, I probably got the win, right? So, wait. I mean, it was a NoHandsGamer buy, but then I just didn't want to go to round 4. I Chad, I have a yeah, so I'm slightly a slightly better person than
Just a dream.
I know, right? But but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go. I got some Sunday plans with some friends that they invited to me to, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it because I might be winning my tournament. But now that I lost my tournament, I'm gonna go hang out with some friends, try and live the good life. Right? In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have buffed this one up. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't even feel like. Wait, this is close. I felt like I played solid, you know. My brain felt like it was working. I don't know. I don't really. I feel like Demon Hunter was the weakest feeling deck. Hunter was more like I. So I generally feel like Hunter was like a solid pick. It just happened to be that you know. So yeah. I mean, so I mean I don't think any decisions were outlier lilies. Like I think everything was just solid, and you know, RNG just wasn't a little off, you know. So like I could have done the full control lineup. Um I could have done the full control lineup, but I don't know. It's the full control lineup really stinks when I'm up against my lineup basically. I know in these like these things like not enough people bring aggro. So I was hoping to queue into like Banters and RBG's lineup because I think I would have crushed them. And I think I'm 50-50 against the lineup I was playing against. So, and I think a lot more people were bringing the full. So, how greeted by pizza? Yeah, I find you just go greedier and greedier. I feel like this deck is like a deck that technically is probably like slightly unfavored against the greediest, but can beat the greediest. So I don't know. Yeah, and then my warlock, I had a like pocket. I had a game where, at least in theory, though, I had a really interesting warlock game. I thought I played it really well, but it was really interesting warlock versus druid game. Um, I was happy how I played. I pulled off a, I think, a very impressive win. But to save hog. I don't know. I think I generally like just want to get hog down, if that makes sense. But I don't know. Um, like um, it's a weird one. I can take the trail mix to get more mana for next turn. I also could just take the pedal piker. Um, Yeah, I did feel Demon Hunter was the deck. I just like I hadn't played a lot of it, so I just instinctively didn't know some of like the min max lines, you know, of like what's the best in a common compromise. Um, so yeah, I feel like what I wanted to get in Demon Hunter was like late game scenarios where I felt I could outplay people, but it just there's a lot of like efficiency games where I just kind of got out tempoed. Um, so like the Druid game, they had like 13-13s on like turn 7, which was pretty rough. But yeah, the Warlock game. So they played on they played the 2-mana spell and they got the summon a 5-drop, and they got the 5-drop that turns your nature spells into 2/2s. So my opponent like absolutely high rolled me, is getting all these free 2/2s, and I pulled off a win as Warlock. So I felt pretty good about that. Stu blah blah blah. You ever kill off your own Dreambound here? Probably not. Probably just do a boring play here. Oh.
Just a dream.
I'm lazy about like maybe. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's actually. I mean, the chance that you make it is everybody else, other people drop out that are ahead of you that they shouldn't, and somehow basically too many people drop out. Like that's the only way you could win. Um. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. Like I would totally do it if it wasn't for these giant downtimes. Because I just like I actually I had a lot of fun today. Even my 2 matches. Looking forward to the next one. You know, maybe we'll play some qualifiers next time because it was fun. Uh, yeah, I mean, I think if you know, there's I just know in these spots so sometimes there's like a theoretically way to make it happen, but dude, I'm so dead.
Just a dream.
So I don't know what I was gonna say. Practice group. I don't know. I'm not that invested. I like the competing. Like I like just one of this. All the prep is exhausting, and all the anxiety over prep. But once you're there, it's fun. Kind of is like how I feel about when I used to do stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy is so much like driving to destinations and all this bullshit. But when you finally do it, it's actually great. Good, am I cooked here? To put it back in their hand. Chat, you know what? Is it ever the right play to put it back in their hand here? Um, because then it messes up the other one. Dude, I think it's the only play the more I think about it. This is significantly higher win. Does it, Sund? I thought Frack had a higher win rate. I mean, I think Frack is better. I don't think you have the statistical evidence to say what you're saying, but I could be wrong. Um,
Make your choice.
According to a website that's not on HS Replay, it has a 3% more win rate. Yeah, I mean, I just doubt that that's statistically valid. I mean but it could be right. Like I just don't know. So the easier way to approach it is if we look at drawn win rate. And this is the drawn way to frack, right? It's like what, and this is the main list, the Diamond through Legend. It's the 6 hard Kaya's hard thing. So look at the Malorn one. Let's see, compare the Malorn. I died, by the way. It's also, so they're both actually, interestingly enough, they're both performing quite well. So it's like I said, that means we don't really have good enough evidence to say which one's better. Like it's not a clear cut. I trust like VS on something like that. But they're both like very similar power level by basic statistical analysis. That you could do more advanced statistical analysis. VS does that. They have more like so my opinion is usually when it's close like that, it's not a big deal and you trust your own intuition, right? If you're going to ignore your own intuition over stats, you want strong stats. That's the kind of the way I look at it. So the tournament's over, so yeah. So, you know, that's what I mean. Like where you're supposed to like do stats is because your own brain has an intuition, right? But our brains are biased, so sometimes we become wrong. So if we look at stats and it's not really clear, because stats have biases too, right? So my opinion is like you go with your gut, unless your gut is an idiot, and then so yeah.
My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins.
Wait, Chad, do we need to buy this skin? This skin's pretty sick. The tournament's over, or for me. I dropped when 0-2, so feels bad, man. Why hit a riot? I don't know. Don't you guys think this, like, I feel this Cthulhu is all I need in life. Blah 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 Cthulhu. Yeah, that sounds like me. Wait, how fast can we get frack with this hand? I have 4 mana, right? So I need to play this on turn 4. Get a turn 5 frack. I find all these animated skins to be ass. That's good news for you, Junk. Because these skins cost money, right? And the other skins are free. That's kind of like saying, like, you know what I hate? Filet mignon. You know what I love? Ground beef. Right? You're gonna have a happy life. You know? Ooh, do I go in for next turn? I would have 6 mana, and then I go, yeah, let's just go in fast here. Go, so we have, well, 6, and we go coin, yeah, and let's do it. Other people. Chat, like, dude, imagine, you know, dude, if I'm dating someone and they're like, you know what I hate? Fancy restaurants that are expensive. I just love McDonald's. Like, and you know, hole in the wall burrito joints. I'm like, this is great. All right, look at that. Let's go! Oh, should we run Malorn, chat? Should we run Malorn? Oh, they're like, oh, you know, the statistics said that the Malorn is slightly better, but the statistics, Mr. Streamer. Oh, we lost this ladder still, but we'll just... Do I run Draenei's in my deck? Not really. Original says Diamond Frag, not Signature. Chat, this is how the world works. All right, let me tell you how the world works, chat. When things, all right, if things go well for you, like if you do something and it works, that means it's correct every time. All right.
Your minion will explode.
All right. Streamer luck is back. Dude, that's what I mean, dude. I was playing, like, I just felt like my luck was, like, not, my plot armor was not there today. Did you guys, like, see how much we were crushing yesterday? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's hard. It's only so, like, it's like, you know, 7 games. It's like realistically such a small sample size. I mean, skill really matters. Like, if you make one mistake, it might allow your opponent to get a win that they don't deserve. Like they wouldn't. So it's like, but your opponents are also playing well, right? Some of my opponents made some really good lines, like very good lines that, that you know that weren't, you know, so like I thought my opponents all played well. Like they did lines that were intelligent. Like you could just, but.
Contemplation.
I have lethals over. Math is hard. Heal 4. Look, I don't, right? I'm just off.
Follow the flutter wings.
Yeah, Grom deals 9 next turn. That should be good. I mean, I'm not even really back to like non-focused hands gamer. Yeah, it was a really nice play, Rocky. Buffing my stuff. I pulled off a win, but like, it was a really nice play by them. Very frustrating. Like it was like I didn't have the, because I thought I could hellfire my own board if he didn't clear. Like I had planned on it. Like, oh, if he like, because I considered the I'm board locking myself, but I didn't consider the, well, he's gonna double buff my minion. You know what I mean? So.
Cthulhu versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins.
Bipedal and sword.
Son of a quarter sleeper. Gotta be joking me. Uh, oh my god, the worst. This is just like empty board space in this matchup, right? Honestly, Amir might not be a good keep against Hunter the more I play it. I feel like I can't get rid of it, but maybe I should be. Kind of blows.
Oh, have you filled out the paperwork?
Ooh, we have a path to victory, chat. All right. We make board here, right? And then we try to OTK them on like turn 6 or turn 5, turn 7 if we're this, but turn 7 we could, like, we stuck a board, we have both of these, right? So a turn 7 win is very winnable with this card here. We can sneak a lethal.
The end is coming!
Son of a doomsayer, chat. All right. How did the playoffs go? Eh. You know what the play was there, chat? Wait, son of a gun, dude. Another one? Wait, can I go 4-4? Wait, I actually have a good play here, chat. It's gonna be glorious. All right, trust me. All right. Actually, quite a good. No, okay. Might be strangely winnable, chat. Astounding. Blah, blah, blah.
Follow the flutterwings. There, all better.
Top deck Saladra still is lethal here. Crazy, actually. Hmm. Hmm.
Well played.
My cook, chat.
Are you thinking?
I have lethal? No. Wait, where's the lethal? Am I misunderstanding something? Taunt? I don't know. What's going on? What is this lethal? I don't see it remotely. Maybe I could draw. But I should have probably gone for a draw out. I'm too slow.
Welcome to the crew.
Celtic was him banned. People seem to like the Imbue Druid content. I've noticed this. People were enjoying watching it. It's like a nice, like, simple deck, right? For a simpler time. I think I'm losing though. But if they go plush but don't have lethal, I can go frack. For either so I think we actually have the win here. So because they
Come now, showtime.
off the freaking top, you jerk. Wait, oh, well, they still don't have it here. Oh, you see that? They're off. All right, fracky boy. If you don't let me down, fracky boy.
I move quickly.
All right, here we go. Ooh, I can't click enter. That probably means we won. Wait, what? Got him. Wait, son of a nut. They got him. Blah, 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 blah. People enjoy watching what they play currently. If that was true, Zimmery Priest would be better content, alright? Mr. Streamer, I did the statistical analysis. Malorn is 3% better. Trust me, I don't have any data scientist degree. but I would watch this every year. What do you think about the mini set? See, I had low expectations. Those low expectations were met, right?
Cthulhu versus Tavish. I'll beat my own fortune.
My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins.
Greg played for you, I know, man. Do you see I'm 17-8 with this freaking deck? I don't know.
Errors upon errors. Errors upon errors.
I miss old school handlock. Dude, everybody said that, and then what's it called? Everyone's like, I love the classic gameplay. Also, I'm never going to play classic. It's interesting. WoW classic people still liked. All right, chat. Do we have any like armchair psychologists in the chat? Tell me why. I want to know why was WoW classic an unintuitive hit, but why Hearthstone classic nobody liked except for Raynad. All right.
The tracks lead this way.
WoW Classic is very complicated. That's interesting. Because, yeah, you're right in that Hearthstone Classic is not very complicated. Hearthstone Classic was great. People say that, but then they don't play it, right? Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Where I'm like, the reason I get annoyed is like I feel like everybody, they've got the rose tint on their glasses. You know, they're like, huh, it was so much better. But was it? I'm not convinced, Chad. Do I dream their? Should you dream their sing along buddy here?
Contemplation.
There's not many good targets for it, so I don't have the harm for having available. I mean, Hearthstone's biggest weakness is its client. Its client is kind of falling apart.
Must have slept in.
Hearthening. Chad, do you think Hearthstone 2 would be a success or a failure like Path of Exile 2? It was better until I learned how to play Magic. I mean, I feel like Magic and Hearthstone, while they look like competitors, they're not. Here's why. Magic players like go out and have friends and in real like nerd friends in real life. They're like it's more like Dungeons and Dragons, you know, it's like you in your friend's basement, right? You know, smoking a cigar, drinking some whiskey, pretending to be wizards, right? Hearthstone is like people will never leave their homes, right? So more body odor, probably. I mean, they had that, but then COVID happened, and then that kind of went away, right? So maybe COVID is to blame. Close am I to lethal? So I can get 14. I'm 2 off here.
Make your choice.
Is that lethal? Alright. Wonder if I can get this buffed up enough that it doesn't die. To okay. Oh, that's ironic. I can't get the charred chameleon down because of, so basically my sing-along buddy actually screws me here, interestingly enough. Because I can't play him and get the hero power because of board space issues. But they might, I don't know if they have enough attack to kill this, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I like an updated client could be cool. It just these are like the things that just aren't gonna happen that I wish would happen. It looks like I'm dead, chat. Whoa, wait, they're 1 off. All right, I have to figure out how to deal 1 damage, chat. I have this. It's actually so brutal. You know what's interesting? No, I was like, I can. Oh God.
Are you thinking?
What gives me more outs? So if I go Amandrasil, I could get like a. I mean, the wrathing for one is the obvious play. This is basically the same thing as Wrath, so pressure.
Make your choice.
Guess I could hit Dream Planner. Should I have more mana for it? I don't know.
Load.
Crap. Chat, I'm cooked. Gosh dang it. So, I mean, they have lethal, but it's yeah, Wrath was rough.
Keep on panning.
And I probably only stream another 2 hours. I told you guys, I got plans. I got invited to something, and I originally was like, I'm not gonna go. I got a Hearthstone tournament, but I lost the Hearthstone tournament, so now I get to go hang out. I'm gonna go hang out with friends. So. We'll just put invite chat. Dude, do you act like wizards with your friends? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like my friends' perception of me. Uh, I have a surprisingly amount of very intelligent friends that I just meet randomly. It's weird. I think it's like some weird selection bias where people who are idiots don't like me, so So yeah, I have a lot of like, but the difference between my like my internet friends and my real life friends is I meet a lot of like high like achievers, kind of like the people who are in real life who have that like voice inside them that says I'm never enough, so they go work really hard. Where the chat, like the people in my I feel like the people I know this, like I know a lot of smart people, but they don't have that voice, right? Don't like we are idiots. Exactly.
My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins.
I'm better off just high tempo here. 5 attack. You ever tried Imbue Shaman? But fun to play. So like I view decks the same way like I view a job, right? I would love to have a job being like a professional taco eater, right? I probably could find one. It would probably just not pay very well. Matter of fact, it would probably not pay anything, right? But I could like buy tacos, right? Eat them, you know, and put on, you know, say I'm a professional taco eater, and that would be a great job, right? But I wouldn't make money. Same thing with like Imbue Shaman. I might have a great time playing Imbue Shaman, but eventually the losing will get to me, all right? So that's kind of the issue. I'm a little afraid of afraid of ooh, Fiddle and blah blah blah. I'm afraid of them board locking me here, so I didn't want to go Amir still here. Why do I have my brain? Yeah, there's a lot of things that like people think you know, I'm not like there's like the other extreme where people are like screw your passion, it's all about money, all right? Um you know, passion is for broke people, you know, like those people exist, right? Who have that general point of view. I don't have that. I think passion is great. I think you'll never be as good doing something you have no passion for than something you have passion for. I think that's like the one of the most important reasons to have passion. Because if you don't, you'll suck at what you do. Um, I think deal 2 is better here because what was I saying? I think like some passions just aren't going to work out. Like, you know, you got to find something that you're passionate about that you can make money on, you know?
Stop and smell the flowers. Stop and smell the flowers.
I think that happens with cooking a lot. Like people think, oh, I love cooking. I love cooking for my family. I'm going to be a restaurant owner, right? Like this is, I've heard a lot of people with this kind of experience, you know? Um, it makes sense, right? Like you know, like I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna be a restaurant owner, but it doesn't actually work out very well for them because owning a restaurant's like a lot of business and it's a lot harder than people make it seem. So, I think that's very common. Awkward. You have another job? No, that's part of why I'm writing my book, chat. The real title of my book is "Help No Hands have career stability." All right. The tournament already happened. I did not win. All right. Freaking ice block here? You gotta be joking me, chat. All right. This is not bad though, because I need value. Yeah. But passion, yeah. I think it's like so in my old job, I actually really liked the efficiency elements of my job. What I mean by that is like my old job, there was like making efficient Excel tables and programming optimization. I actually really liked that element of my job. It was the insurance part that I just felt so pointless. All right. I really just found so I could see myself like if I were to do it all over again, I'd probably be some sort of programmer that took processes and like made them very efficient. Like that's what I would like to do. Basically like, you know, maybe I take like human networks, stuff like that, figure out like what, you know, there's so much waste and wasted energy and wasted time, and I hate that. So I think that's what I would like to do. But I'm doing this now. I have to I figure out how yeah, but that's what yeah, now I just figure out what chat's questions are not worth answering or not, you know. That's the efficiency element. It's so awkward. May paint after blah blah blah. I mean, is it too late to do that? No, it's more like this is going well. So I'm not like, and program like it's ironically a better time to be a Twitch streamer than to be a programmer, because dude, I know multiple people in my city. I can think 2 people I know who were in tech that lost their jobs in the last year, and they're in a identity crisis. Like they're having a hard time getting another job. Chance to get in the Masters tourney? Not this one. This one's over. Maybe the next one, you know? Exactly, potato smiles. You get it, dude. Blah 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 blah.
Must have slept in.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm like writing my book, right? My book is I don't know, it's something that like is, so I think it's like the best thing to do is like figure out, so I have a very unique set of skills. So if I can solve a problem in society that no one else can solve because of my unique set of skills, that's where I can make the big bucks. So I'm trying to solve problems that nobody else can solve, basically. So yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the thing. Even like so it's interesting being a Twitch streamer. You get the opportunity to talk to people who care about what you're talking about all day, every day. It's actually such a rare opportunity. I know from my comedy days, like that people would dream for that kind of opportunity. Um, so it's like this is nice. If they take the 3-mana spell, I can dream it, and then so you get the opportunity to talk to people, even though it's chat, like it's kind of simulated. You get feedback in a way you wouldn't get. So it's actually a very novel opportunity that a very, very small percentage of the population will get. Like I get more practice just talking and being myself than, like if you're a talk show host, you might get that, right? But even that, if you're something like, maybe like Drew Barrymore, right? But you're like, I think a teacher would get that, right? Like a teacher would get very much that experience. You get a little bit of that, but I mean, it might be like it really is a great soundboard. Yeah, dude, it's turn 7. I'm only have these like shitty little jerkwads here. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just don't feel like a 4/4 is very intimidating here. Wait, did they make? I don't know. I mean, PoE 2 is just like it didn't sell me. I'm not excited to play. I'll play in the next PoE 1 league probably, but maybe not. Chad, I have I'm grinding. I have real life hobbies now, so yeah, I don't know, but yeah. Budget AI, it's a meme world. Yeah, it is interesting. You also can figure out you test ideas and test perspectives out. It just you know I sometimes wonder, like when you talk to someone in real life and they're very unsure of themselves and they're very awkward, but the reality of like becoming sure in yourself means testing things out for a long period of time. And most people, like if you're at like a corporate job, like when do you get these opportunities to like try out ideas? Like a corporate job's all about fitting in, being one of the whole, not rocking the boat.
Your minion will explode.
My petal and sword.
I'm game.
So your own think tank, yeah. For whatever reason, I mean, they had to ZBD. Like, I mean, like people, I don't know, they were putting all their resources there. I mean, things have to make. I don't know. It's more like I don't care. Like that's the cruelness. Like I don't really care about their PoE sob story. They're like, oh, we'll make it good. I'm like, this is not my problem. Like I'm not there. Like, I did not. Oh, sorry about that. He's old. But Bear Bully, thank you for the tier 1. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm cooked here. This deck beat Imbue Hunter. We're 50% against Imbue Hunter, so I don't think. Yeah, I mean, their decision will cost lots of streamers. They're going to lose all their streamers, right? Because the streamers, the Zizerins might be able to still make a living. But let's check out Zizerin's YouTube channel. I'm curious how he's doing. Like, people have bills to pay, right? And they're going to like eventually be like, oh, I'm making $5,000 a year playing Path of Exile. I need to get a real job. Like, you know, that's yeah, dude. I'm looking. Oh, dude, his YouTube channel is tanking. Ah, let's check out Zizerin. I mean, you know. Dude, minus 213 followers. I mean, average viewers are still higher than mine, but like average viewers, oh my god, it's like you know, he's got like a kid and a family. All right, I don't have nothing. All right, so like, what happens when they lose all their influencers? You know, because they're like, oh, just trust. You know, people can only hold out so much, right? So I'm so dead here. What do I? Sometimes you want to say chat to just regular people, like, but wrong with PoE. I mean, pizza. Nothing wrong with PoE. It's wrong with PoE too. Hopefully they have it cooked. Yeah, I mean, it's that's the reality of taking risks, right? They took a big risk with PoE too. They didn't need to do that. You know, when people wonder, well, like, why does Hearthstone always play it safe in this? Like, they make Hearthstone 2, it could just tank, right? PoE was doing amazingly, and then PoE 2 comes out. I mean, so yeah, it's my streamer still in this game. I don't know. I could give up. I didn't know I was gonna hit frack. All right, they could overdraw kill Jaden. That's how we could win, actually. All right, giving this up. But yeah. So I don't know what we're talking about PoE 2. Like, yeah. I mean, it's the game's not fun, you know, for most people, right? This is what I do on the PoE 2 test. If another game just released PoE 2, and it wasn't PoE, they just call it something else, and they made different names for exalted orbs and whatnot, like, so it wasn't like, but it was an obvious, like, people would call it an obvious PoE 1 ripoff, and they would say it's terrible. But because it's the same company, people give it a chance, right? Stu blah blah blah. PRs and stopped. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a like it's a competitive world. There's lots of games out there, you know, and you're gonna spend your time doing the ones that are the most fun, right? Why are you playing Hearthstone then? Okay, this is the most fun game I can play without my hands, and it's not even close. Right? Like, Chad, what's more fun than Hearthstone, really? Everyone says like, I hate this game. Like, what am I gonna go do? Play Minecraft? You know? Sex, that's later. Right? Your mom's busy making you chicken tenders right now. All right? Classic, got him.
Your minion will explode.
Just a dream.
This is, I can get Sledge still down next turn, which is not necessarily better, but the work trading card game. So when would it be worth a shot? Yeah, I mean, like, chat. This is kind of like, okay, chat. Who's like a hot celebrity but flawed, right? They're all flawed exactly. Alright, yeah, these are really strong flaws. Never mind. Let's go with like I don't know. I don't like my example, alright?
So fresh.
Britney Spears. Yeah. I don't know. It's more like yeah, my analogy I realize halfway through isn't gonna work out. We're going like you could say like I'm gonna leave Hearthstone for another card game, and then you realize they're all worse. That's basically the Hearthstone experience, alright?
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Yeah. So you know what I noticed about, like, I hadn't played Hearthstone just by myself. It's actually like a totally different experience. Okay, it's something about like chat's neediness. That's why streaming is exhausting. Because chat will be always just, that's why I have to be so ruthless. Because when I'm just playing, I was playing myself, enjoying some competitive games, and you know, and then I like came to my own chat. They're like, "Can you put on some music, Mr. Streamer, or like talk to us?" And I was like, "No, this is not." You know, so without chat's neediness, I think that's why it makes this job hard. You know, please take it back. Someone say salsa. Yeah, they want me to play some salsa. This explains why No Hands is still single. Maybe. My girlfriend wants to talk to me. Why am I alone again? Yeah. I I got the lo-fi beats. Okay.
Cthulhu versus Valera.
Watch.
Your sacrifice will be for naught.
I was literally thinking about this. Do I play this turn or do I wait? I don't think they usually kill both of these, so it's a big punish when they do though, because I don't get the. Because I want to go Mark of the Wild here.
I must choose soon.
They're really just doing coin hero power here. Okay.
Muzzle their magic.
Muzzle their magic. Wait. Play's so desperate. I feel like I go Mark of the Wild and go face. My heart tells me. Like when they do this play, they just look so weak. So I feel like going this is just wrecks them here. If they had prepped dubious purchase, they would have done that, right? Yeah. I mean they this, but like now they just took 30,000 damage, so that's pretty good. Right?
I guess.
Got him. Bleh, bleh.
Cthulhu versus Valera.
The dream must be protected.
Your sacrifice will be for naught.
These are pretty bad.
Rise, twin shadows.
Resting, blah blah blah. Wait, Chad, am I cooked? Pretty sure I'm cooked. Games are pretty fast.
Errors upon errors.
Do you think any vanilla deck could compete now? So they could probably get a 12% win rate. Like a classic deck? Like you know, you could win a game at bronze with a deck. Yeah, it's doable. Like actually being real competitive, like no. I mean classic decks all pretty much suck. I played them one time. I feel like Handlock would have I mean, just sometimes aggro. If you play an aggro deck and you play against a do nothing deck like a Hunter, you might be able to pull off a win, right? So, muzzle their magic. My magic chat. I don't have a magic chat.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Shadow Flame is nice.
This treasure ain't fit for a pirate.
Yeah, I mean a lot of like hyper aggression aggro decks were actually better than they are now. Like the turn 1 through 5 lethal was at some point stronger. Like the Hearthstone, the power creep hasn't been asymmetrical. Basically, what I mean by that is like
By petal and sword.
so.
Follow the flutter wings.
Must have slept in.
So power creep, some areas of Hearthstone, like card draw, is massively stronger than it was. Burn and like hyper aggro are actually in a lot of cases weaker, right? So yeah, but card draw is one of the things that is like in value generation is so much stronger than it used to be. And you know why they do that on a philosophical level. Old Hearthstone, you'd run out of shit, like, and then you just be like hero power passing for like 3 turns, hoping to hit an out before the control deck stabilized as like the aggro deck. Mana cheating and minion generation. Yeah, so so part of the like, so let's talk about like, I'm gonna not talk about necessarily mana cheating. I'm gonna talk about sort of board swings, which is like doing a lot of mana, because a lot of mana cheating is you set something up, so you kind of net cheat mana, compared to what you normally could do. The issue if you don't have board swings of like what is the negative of this, you know, of this philosophical idea. If we We could get rid of board swings, right? You ever brawl here? Yeah, just take the Shadow Flame.
Contemplation.
Think from below, but think below isn't classic, right? But yeah, so but yeah, it allows like sort of the incremental advantage of Hearthstone to be not as big of a deal. So basically old Hearthstone was much more like you get ahead, you stay ahead. Now like you get ahead, but then your opponent puts 30 stats on the board, so your head doesn't matter as much, you know. I think people who say, oh, the old way is better, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as they're different. They have different advantages. Wait, oh, this could be, wait, check. I can get an 8-mana spell here. Chalk box. Armor. Refresh is pretty good at. Oh, let's go! Holy crap, chat. Let's go! Chat, is anyone else witnessing the skill?
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Yeah, so like old Hearthstone was like you messed up on a value trade on turn 2 and you could never come back and your opponent wins the game because of that. Some people like that feeling of like you like, oh, one little mistake costs you the game. Like there's a case for that, right? I'm not telling you what's better. I'm telling you just kind of what it is, all right? What do I do here? I really want to clear off my own board. Do I have any like healing cards in my deck? Awkward. Wait, that's kind of insane, chat. I can just give all my minions Divine Shield here. Right? See what happens here. This guy is like OP in our deck so far. Chat, do we ever just run this card? Like, this card just seems kind of good. I don't know. Is that just me? It's a mage card. That makes sense.
Now this is treasure.
Connect to those unseen.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I more have my basic thesis is that I think people have rose tinted glasses. I think, but those decks were very fun at the time, right? I don't know. It's
Now this
it's interesting that like I thought like they would do twist where they would just do old metas, you know? Like they would literally just take an old meta that like you used to have and unnerf the cards that got nerfed. But they haven't done that. Like they could so did they stabilize NoHandsGamer here? Do I have lethals here? I can dream this jerkwad. Do I dream this jerkwad for more damage? I might. I don't know. It gives him another Ashbane, but my deck is not actually very impressive here.
The world tree heals all.
Do I have lethal? No, I'm just so close here. One off.
Time is fleeting.
The world tree heals all.
Wait, is that lethal? For next turn. Kinda.
Just a dream.
My hatred cannot be contained.
My hand is too full.
The sky burns and you're sitting around. Move it.
I get it.
Local streamer can't stop winning. Can you play rogue? I'm capable of playing rogue, yeah. Alright, what's it worth to you? You know? Chad, do any you know, for the right price, I'd play rogue for the rest of the stream, you know?
Versus Rexa.
I thought I heard one of our oil tycoon billionaires
My dreaming ends.
saying
Begins.
I might they might donate a small sum of $5,000 for one stream. Play rogue. I don't know, but maybe they forgot about that. You know, they got busy with the oil tycoon billionaire stuff. How's wild the standard message looking? So it was doing good a little while ago. All right, it's no, not every day is a winning day. All right.
Must have slept in.
Round 3 is still going. Yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to drop. I was sick. I just don't want to wait. And I have plans for later, so got him. Chad, do you guys see I put in the title older streamer in the tags? Right? Chad, I want all my old viewers who are not looking, you know. Chad, I should be dead by now, right? I'm past the age where most people died back in the day, right? Why can't I? What? Dude, we're timing up this game to get to end when the next ad break ends starts. So
Cthulhu versus Sylvanas.
The penalty for treason is death.
My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins.
defying the natural order, hands gamer. Wait, what?
By petal and thorn.
They're all better.
Bro, the hand nutty for them.
Must have slept in.
Bro, dude, they got the nuts. Alright, well, time to go in. No, what's it? I know they have King Plush in hand. Buddy, it's Giga over. Yeah. There are theoretical ways we can win them.
Follow the flutterwings.
Is that lethal, Chad, or is it not lethal? Wait, crap. So I can put him down to wait. No, it is lethal. Yeah. That everyone being like, "He'll never win this game, Mr. Streamer. It's too hard. They played cards. You can't beat cards. Everyone knows this." Ah, God. Another day where the doubters at.
versus the Lich King.
My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins.
Is Imbue Druid safe to craft? So chat, what would be chat, it's kind of like, is putting all your money into I don't know. So I'm trying to come up with an analogy here. It's tough. I'll go for a slower line. I can innervate this out next turn, and then go single longbow. S&P 500. Yeah. Basically, like much like real life society, nothing is safe. You know, the most safe career paths, the most safe life decisions could completely destroy your life. What you need to do, Chad, I don't know if you're already doing this, but you need to start now. Live in constant anxiety, knowing that you'll never be safe and no risk is worth taking, all right? And make sure to always ask a professional streamer about any of your life decisions before you make them, because they happen to have all the answers, all right?
By petal and sword.
Are you thinking?
I have not. What happened?
Is fleeting.
Panther versus Gamer RBG. Thank God I'm out of it. How did the playoffs go? I lost in an efficient manner, right? I didn't waste any time, right? 6 hours already, yeah.
The citadel stands strong.
And now I get to go do, I have plans for later. So I'm happy about that, alright? I don't know how much. Everyone has the playoffs. To be honest, like it's often a good strategy to like get number one while everyone else is AFKing, you know? I already don't like my play for some reason.
All right, freebie after me.
Ah, this place sucked. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of, for something like playoffs, I thought about it, like, because I could have brought like the RBG banter lineup, which is, so if, I felt like if I were going to play against, if I was gonna play against like a normal Masters Tour, the RBG banter lineup would be more appealing. Um, the reason why, from the no hands, this is no hands take. Is wait, the reason why I feel like the RBG lineup is you're very likely to not get high rolled and lose against a weak player, right? So you're much more likely to beat, but I felt like it wouldn't have the most competitive edge against players that are much closer to my equals. Um, so So yeah, if I'm up against somebody who's like a top 200 player, has never played in a tournament, but there's a like I looked at the playoffs. There's a lot of like old regs, you know, a lot of players who've done time, you know. So there wasn't you know, weren't really any that many inexperienced players. It's like look.
Just a dream.
My guy died, son of a gun. Wait, I have nothing to buff in my hand. Look at them. Ooh, that's my favorite. Do I even need the hero power here? I probably just should because like it's a 9/9 and you want a 9/9 every turn, but yeah, but don't really need to.
Short! I must report!
That's interesting they had to go with this.
Must have slept in.
This Grom self-damage, like self-ping is pretty good here. Battlefy. Where all this stuff happens.
They were free.
I couldn't have pulled out my King Crush there. Come on. Pyro clear. I guess maybe I should be happy.
Make your choice.
For a near just a dream.
Is Hunter is really much of a problem is the way you say it, Reddit says it is. It depends on how you view the world. If you look at its win rate and much of a power outlier it is, the meta has very easily adjusted to it. The meta has become more aggressive. It doesn't have a great win rate. It's a much weaker deck than the deck we're playing right now, right? If you look at it from a play experience, it makes people not able to play decks that are slow value decks because you're going to get OTK'd. If you think so yeah, that's the issue, right? People can't play decks that they like to play. They have to play aggro, right? And you have to play tempo. I like, dude. So I mean, I like the metas where the game is
Short! I must report! Fate has spoken! I am broken.
Probably sure. Thank you. Wait, what? Offline? Yeah. Alright. Oh, it means I got it in game.
Versus Rexa.
Job's done.
Wait, what? Chat, the game died. No. Chat, I like the pocket train point of view. That really Hearthstone on a game level is the best it's ever been, but the client's so shit. So everyone like they lose, and then they're not having fun because of the client, and then they say it's because my opponent's deck was OP, but really it was the client. What do you guys think about that? Oof. I'm up against a hunter as well. Wait, it says their hands full of trail mixes.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Wow, these suck. Man, bitte, and blah blah blah.
Follow the flutter wings.
Your minion will explode.
No way. Blip. I'm pretty sure I'm cooked here, but how did the playoffs go? They went well for people who weren't born with the name NoHandsGamer, right? So it all depends on your point of view, is what I'm trying to say, right?
Nice to meet you.
The end is coming.
What exactly do you do here, chat? I don't know. You're getting this. My health decreases to 0. Real government.
Follow the flutter wings.
Hello, there, blah blah blah.
Minion
This is weird. Where like on one end we're doing nothing, on another end they're kind of doing nothing. So it could go either way. I guess they played 2 upgraded to Flutterwings, so maybe that's not very good.
There.
Okay, I lied, chat. They have a king plush.
There. All
Chat, you know what I was saying while we had a chance? I lied. Looking pretty grim here. But, I missed. I think I just play it. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
just a dream.
Edge chat?
Come now, chow time.
That was fun and interactive chat. I loved it. Loved that gameplay.
Cthulhu versus Arthas.
You will know end with torment. My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins.
Can you really judge? Absolutely not. See, here's the thing. What's the difference between killing somebody on turn 6 with no interaction and kill, you know, or versus while doing nothing to like fight for board the whole game versus killing somebody on turn 13, you know? It's really the, like, yeah. That's why, you know, really what we need to do is get a blanket removal of all win conditions, all right? Chat, it's like they say in the Bible, it says, he who has not used a win condition can throw the first stone, right? So... I could have evidence in 7 turns. Pretty cool area specifically referred to that, yeah. Chat, I think a perfect Hearthstone game would be just both players playing cards, but the cards are like have like 3 attack. Both players have like 70 life and like 40 cards in their deck, and games end because the client breaks. What do you think, chat?
Must have slept in.
Anger, blah blah blah. Still delay, no delay. This is live. Live from New York City. I mean, something like that. I never know if you want like a mage spell or a druid. Let's go mage. Wait, buy one get one freeze could be good, right? Or you just take fireball. What do you think it is, chat? Is there any like really good minions I could steal? I could steal their starship actually. Okay, we take that. So it's a long game plan, but I like it though. How did the playoffs go? This reminds me, Golden Archer. My younger brother said, never ask someone who's unemployed how the job search is going. It's just one of those, and then while you're at it, say like, how's dating going? You know, I feel like dating sometimes it's going well. I don't know, but maybe dating the example doesn't apply, but. Average no hands day, maybe.
Your minion will explode.
Your minion will blah blah blah.
The world tree heals all.
My petal
For a Yggdrasil. Just a dream.
Sugi, thank you for the 9 months.
Welcome to the crew.
What? That dope. It is real. I wouldn't have gone this until I top decked Laddersill, and I think it became a better play then. Nice useless secrets here. Can you please finish the stream? I probably got another half an hour in me. Then I want to take a shower. I didn't shower this today because I was gonna shower after the stream. So your card, bleh. But do I have lethals here? I could have 10 damage in this, right? So that would be. I do have lethal if I could dump enough cards, but I don't think I can dump enough cards, so we'll do this. Take the deal 2 here.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
These lethals ever? No. Man.
Alright, repeat after me!
Must have slept in.
For a near fulfill.
How'd the playoffs go? Not great. Right? Imagine taking a shower every day and wasting water.
Time is against me.
Chad, do I take the do I go for the lethal here? And if I brick sometimes, and it's very sad when I brick. So we can go like Wrath here, and then we go this, then we go so sad when you brick though. 80% to win though. I guess if I brick, I still take the immune here, so then it's still probably worth it because they don't get the lifesteal, so. Can try with Symbiote for 0 mana. But I could low roll and then I could be even worse off, so I'm not gonna do that.
Explode.
For a near fulfill.
Time is fleeting.
Lethal or hard lethal? Bleh, 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 bleh. Dude, this cat.
Bethune versus Valera.
The dream must be protected.
Your sacrifice will be for naught.
Like this whole hand's a keep.
I draw forth. Your minion will explode. Mysterious orb, what is your wisdom?
Muzzle their magic.
My magic chat. Nice magic muzzling you got there.
Follow the flutter wing.
Mysterious.
Yeah, I'm like freaking 30 million% win rate here. Bad. This is bad though. Not bad.
Are you thinking?
No, it procced with the coin. WTF, man? I can't believe.
Mysterious orb, what is your wisdom?
Muzzle their magic.
Mysterious orb. What?
Yeah, thank you for the raid, welcome buddy. I think we got another. I gotta go. Corrected.
Contemplation. More wishes? No way! Your minion will explode.
Just a dream.
Wait, why did I do this order? I got distracted. Throw on here. No reason.
Keep on panning!
By petal and sword.
Throw 'em. Come on, everybody.
Oh, have you filled out the paperwork?
That's I got. Yeah.
This treasure ain't fit for a pirate!
These ladder sills. I want like armor here, but not really hitting it.
Your minion will explode.
Might be dead. Ah, my brain's like.
This guy's toast.
Alright, gotta take a bathroom break.
Valera!
Watch your back. I always do.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Pleasure affords.
Choose soon. Incredible.
Arise, twin shadows. Arise, twin shadows. Pleasure affords.
Set sail for sails!
Wait, oh crap. Wait, this dude, what's been going this whole time? This you got rewards. Sorry, chat. Mirror abuser, EU West. Did you say what you were targeting with your lineup? So my lineup is meant to be 50-50-ish against the main lineup, but really crush basically Banter RBG's lineup. So if I'm up against my lineup, is going to crush Protoss Mage, is going to crush Space Death Knight, is going to crush Taunt Warrior. So and it's going to be so my lineup is going to be kind of 50-50-ish against like the main lineup. So that makes sense. So that was the idea. So it's probably my lineup does very well against Rogue in general. Imbue Hunter's is the weak spot on Rogue, but all my decks are favored against Rogue. All my decks are unfavored against Paladin and Hunter, but I ban Hunter. Sort of I'm 50-50-ish against my deck's favored against Imbue Druid. So I don't know. I think my lineup was really good. It just didn't work out. It's life, right?
is fleeting.
You go. I mean, I'm gonna go for every playoff. It seems pretty easy, right? So why not? You gave it your best. I mean, I really didn't. I gave it a good, a reasonable amount of effort. Like,
Have you filled out the paperwork?
but like ultimately, I'm also trying to play into my strengths as a player. I felt my lineup played into my strengths as a player. So, yeah. I mean, I think my lineup was the best lineup. Like, I still think it like over. So, I just happened to not win with it, you know. So.
Your minion will explode.
What are your strengths as a player? Uh, I'd say hanging in there when things get messy, right? I'm not as like precise as the Norwisses or of the world where they're playing these very particular decks and getting everything perfect. I can do that. That takes a lot of time. But I have that ability to like hang in there in an ugly, dirty game and make it work. All right. All right. Thanks, Costa Flip. Deck building is your strength. Wrong. Is not. So, like, I want to get my opponent in a long, complicated game where the pressure is likely to make them make mistakes. So, which is the game that I felt I played the best was the game with Warlock where things got messy, and I think I felt I played well, even though my opponent also played that well. Do I have lethal here? 22, right? Here at 23, so I could high roll lethal from this. I did not get it.
Must have slept in.
I'm trying to make it call. It'd be more like calling with like 7-5 suited on the button against an opening razor, 300 big blinds deep, knowing that you're usually going to lose money, but once in a while, and knowing that you feel like you can outplay your opponent in the long run, because the both of you are so deep, so stuff like that. Man. What the blade chat? I don't expect this. Poker is very stressful. That's why it's fun though, you know? I mean, dude, it's like if you were playing Monopoly but with real money, right? You know, I was saying how people get real heated about Monopoly. Imagine when I beat you in Monopoly, all right? I was actually the better person, all right? And then when you know. Wait, is that what you're doing, Mr. Mojo? You're a dealer for a camera? Do people actually do that? Like, why not just for that experience of having a dealer do it? Blah, 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 blah. Son of a staying alive, HandsGamer chat. Wait, do I have exact lethal? I lied. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, Chad, do we think we when I'm ending the stream in like pretty soon. We go host pizza. He's crushing it right now, right?
Cthulhu versus Garrosh.
My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins.
Annoying, because that's some serious lost value.
More wishes? No way!
For a myrtle.
All forms of life will be crushed.
Dude, this play kind of ends it, not gonna lie.
Very decimation. In any form, we defend the creed.
Honey! Usually a guy call me with new rights. Hmm.
Your minion will
I think card draw's too valuable here, actually.
explode.
I need value more than I need tempo here. Like I'm just not winning with this, so I need to like get a good value card to win here. Because we just completely stopped my early tempo and
All forms of life will be crushed.
dude, I'm so dead. I don't even know what to do here.
Shaking a stir.
I ain't talking. Must have slept in.
Just a dream.
And smell the flowers.
All right, chat, we're going for the scams. Or for no reason. I mean, this is actually winnable because the frack can get you dirty high rolls here. Here we go. What if I got like supernova here? That would be the nuts. So far, we're nothing good. Decent.
My hatred cannot be contained. Welcome to the crew.
On turn 9, I know. We just completely top decked, like, bricked on draw. They dirty red our Zephyr, which lost us a lot of potential value. That's unlucky for them. For us. Cinema, thank you for the 24 months. Take the Bezos money. Bezos be gone.
Keep on panning.
Don't know what's out there, so you know better.
The world tree heals all.
By petal and sword, by petal and sword.
When is Fleece coming back? Maybe we'll bring it back for Christmas in July. Yeah, dude. I mean,
And smell the
if you could always do Feliz Navidad, it wouldn't be special, right? I'm trying to say is you think you want Feliz Navidad all the time, but you really don't. Obligatory inclusion. So that's one of the great things about Sahim, about being here in America, is the government can't force you to put frack in, right? You can take it out. You can make a deck of 30 terrible cards. You have the freedom to do that. But I don't know your country's laws. You know, so yeah. I've already seen other people are exercising their freedom. Some are running Malorn, even though it's just worse, despite what the statistics say. So, you know.
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
stop and smell the flowers.
Do I have any taunt minions? I do. Okay, here's the fancy play. Wait, how much damage could I do here with like Nightmare plus these Zero Awakens? Is it ever enough? I don't think it is, right? It's 10, yeah.
I
It wouldn't buff anyways, right? So I'm being dumb.
Follow the flutter wing.
Shaking a stud.
Oh, why not put the 7/7 in hand? I legit forgot that I could do that. I forget that you can use it on your own minions. That might have been the better play.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me. I must choose. Your minion will explode. Time is fleeting.
We're losing this, but one more brawl plus something ends it. Chat, why did I forget about this? I legit forgot that they had this card in their hand. Whoops. Anyways. Chat, I'm gonna call it. I wanted to end early today. Alright. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna hook you up with a pizza stream. He happens to be 4-0 in the Masters Tour right now, so he's crushing it, alright? We'll see you guys tomorrow, okay?